We are a food resource. A lot of people see us as just another event, but we do have your basics. We have your produce, your meats, your dairy. So it is somewhere where you can come and get a fresher, more local version of grocery items. And with that comes a smaller supply chain. So everything has been touched less. A lot of the times it's only ever been touched by the person who's selling it or the person who picked it and boxed it, a little more sanitary. So it is important for us to be here. We take CalFresh for low income. We offer a market match program. So we fought really hard to be here, and we feel it's really important that we are here. We're under California guidelines, so we're following guidelines from California Department of Food and Health as well as Department of Food and Agriculture. So they've lined up minimum guidelines that farmers markets have to abide by in order to run. So we have a plan that we had to submit to the city and to MPD with those minimum guidelines, and we've actually gone above and beyond with the spreading of the booths, and we have the lines marked for where people can stand. So we are having to meet those regulations in order to be here. We have all of the vendor booths spread out at least 10 feet. Most of them are similar to this one, are 20, sometimes 30 feet apart. We have hand sanitizer in a couple different places in the market. We also have 2 hand washing stations that people are able to use however they need. And then all of the vendors have signage reminding people to keep their distancing and not to touch anything. And we've gone completely contact free. So all of the vendors are doing all of the contact with the product. The customers just let them know what they want. They aren't touching anything. We're keeping an approximate count of how many people are coming on the street. Right now we have it set at 150, and that includes the vendors on the street and the staff. But we haven't come anywhere close to that. And if we look at the street and we see that is just looking like too many people, we'll lower it from there. We're updating our guidelines. We're updating things as we learn what works and doesn't work. So this is our 3rd one. We started last week. We were supposed to start in March, but we delayed to meet all those guidelines and to get better prepared. Thursdays run until September, and Saturdays, for right now, run until December. I think it's important that people realize that we are still here and everything is local. Everyone is wanting to be here, It's obviously really quiet out here, but we find it really important that people get access to local food and support small and support the vendors who are willing to be out here in the cold and the rain to be here, not even just during the pandemic, but just always.